Hi guys, it's me, 찬. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to be performing another consecration ritual. Though in this case, instead of it being magical tool like in my previous one, we are going to be performing a consecrating ritual for your goddess or god statue or symbols. By symbols, I mean anything that you pretty much draw the goddess or god symbols in. Or let's say you want to use a specific sigil or seal of a deity and want to put it on a candle. Essentially, same thing. That is what we are going to be consecrating, right? In this case, we are going to be using rocks, same thing, rocks, right? Though you can use candles if you can. I cannot, but maybe you can. Maybe you want to use a painting, right? You can do so. But if you're going to be using a painting, you might choose to do a consecration ritual with only just incense or sage or anything like that, which is another form of consecration. But in this case, we're going to be using the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. Yeah, we're going to be using all of the elements. So just like I've said before, everybody has their own way of doing things. Some people choose to go short and simple, others choose to go long and detailed. In this case, I'm going to go short and simple, though it's a little bit longer than the previous one. Either way, some people choose to cast a circle prior to doing a consecration ritual. I'm not going to do that, but some people choose to do so. That being said, cast a circle if you want to. Now, we are going to light the candle, right? Which is the one that we're going to be using for the element of fire. Okay. Now we're going to be using a form of holy water. This is moon water. I have a video on how to make moon water that you can click up there if you wish to do so. I explain what moon water is, the reason behind making it, like the uses that you can use, why people choose to use them, and all of that good stuff. So if you would like to learn about that, by all means watch it. What else? Incense, fire, this, and pentacle. Okay, so if you do not have a pentacle, you can use salt. Like literally grab a bowl or a plate and add salt. It can be any salt. I only have in my house Goya iodized salt, but you can use preferably sea salt or any salt that you have, right? We are first going to be starting with, let's say, god, goddess, god. Either way, let's start with the god, sure. So actually, no, let's go with goddess. So, goddess. You may wonder, why did I choose the goddess to be the black one and the god to be the orange one? So, I light, dark, moon, light, sun. Essentially, that's like my logic behind choosing these, or at least like in terms of the rocks. And yeah, so goddess. So the first thing that we're gonna do is cleanse and consecrate this, the element of earth, direction of north, right? So I have the prayer incantation right here on my computer, so let's go straight to it. By the way, you can either touch or hover over the stone. So I'm gonna touch it. By the guardians of north, I cleanse and consecrate this goddess stone with the element of earth. May you bless it with your energies. But essentially what you're doing here is just visualizing cleansing sacred light, white cleansing sacred light into the stone, moving everything that it had before. And you're done. Done. Now we're gonna go to the east, right? To the element of air. In this case, the incense, which I need to hurry. I'm using the same incense as before. So, for the guardians of the east, I cleanse and consecrate this goddess stone with the element of air. May you bless it with your energies. Actually quite heavy. Realize that drawing away all of the unwanted energy. And it is done. Now we're gonna be using the element of fire. So for the guardians of the south, I cleanse and consecrate this goddess stone with the element of fire. Bless it with your energies. Oops, I was dummy. See? I committed the mistake that I even said not to do. But it's fine, it can be cleaned out. Yeah, don't do that. Like, look at what I did. Look at what I did. It's done. But look at what I did. Oh god, I'm telling you. I wasn't paying attention, gosh. But it's fine. It can be like cleaned out, so it's fine. And either way, I'm gonna be using it in this direction, so it doesn't really matter. The only concern is that if I'm going to be using a white cloth or something, it may like dirty it, but I can figure it out. I don't know. Now we're going to be using the direction of the west, which corresponds to the element of water. I can clean it now. So, in this case, moon water, of course, right? By the guardians of the west, I cleanse and consecrate this goddess stone with the element of water. May you bless it with your energies. Again, try to cover it entirely, or at least most of it. Now, essentially, what we're going to be doing is drawing the, whatchamacallit, well, actually, we need to let this dry, no joke. That's the first thing you need to do. After this has dried enough, what you're going to be doing is essentially, actually, should we wait? Actually, we cannot. What we're going to be doing is let this dry as much as it can, so that we may continue on and actually draw the goddess symbol on the actual stone. Because the incense is going down and I do not want to like use another one. Actually, I don't have another one of that one, so that's going to be something. So we're going to go back to consecrating these. But with this, all we need to do is essentially invoke the goddess, like, you know, calling her for her to be present and, you know, here in the stone, so that whenever we are working with the stone, we are essentially inviting the goddess to come inside. And this is also going to represent the goddess, in this case the god here, when we are in our altar. So if we don't have a statue, painting, or whatever, you know, that represents the god and the goddess, this is gonna be, you know, enough, right? There's more to this, but let's get to this. So north, Pentacle. Again, if you don't have the Pentacle, use salt. By the guardians of the north, I cleanse and consecrate this god stone with the element of earth. May you bless it with your energies. Done. Now for air. Good, because woo! By the guardians of east, I cleanse and consecrate this god stone with the element of air. May you bless it with your energies. Let it, you know, flow away. Done. Now for fire. Can't make that mistake again. Woo! So, by the guardians of the south, I cleanse and consecrate this god stone with the element of fire. May you bless it with your energies. So, well, I was too close. The other stone, I am trying to stay away from the flame because I do not want to damage or stain, I guess, the stone. So, yeah. Okay, let it. Also, be careful not to burn yourself. Your safety comes first. Always. And done. Now for water. By the guardians of the west, I cleanse and consecrate this god stone with the element of water. May you bless it with your energies. And yeah, this is like drying super fast. So we're gonna leave it like this, yeah, because yeah. Which is good actually. This is really good. Okay. Done. Now we're gonna go back to the one that we had before. I'm gonna actually start, yeah, this is I think dried enough. So now, oh god, this is wet. Ah, but it's okay. Now we're gonna grab, in this case I have this Deco Color Premium Prime Premium. What? Premium Prime Premium, love that. Anyway, it's a golden, like, not really Sharpie, but like Sharpie thing. I don't remember when I bought it, but yeah. If you have, you know, gold, you can use gold for the god, silver for the goddess, or whatever. Honestly, just you want to draw the symbol here, right? So while you're drawing the goddess symbol, at least in this case, you want to chant the goddess, right, or call to her. In this case, I'm gonna use the goddess chant that pretty much has some of the many names that the goddess have. So Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna. So essentially, it's actually even a song. I'm basically gonna be chanting that while I draw the symbol of the goddess. I think actually prior to you doing it with this, you should probably do it with a pencil so that you know where to like draw the line so that everything pretty much looks perfect. So I'm actually gonna try and do that, but because this is black, I don't think it's gonna be really visible. So there's that. But we're gonna try our best. Nope, it's not really. Nah. Also, when you're doing it with a pencil or something that will allow you to see, you're also kind of sketching out how big you actually want your symbol to be. Yeah, this is really impossible. I really hope that it ends up looking nice, or at least decently nice, you know, with when I get to this, because oh my god. Okay, so here we go. And you're done, at least with this drawing, right? So remember, chant to the goddess and draw. You could do this 3 times, or honestly as many times as you want. 3 times is enough if you wish to. Now, put it on your hand, the pentacle, wherever, and give it like a purpose, you know, like tell it what you want it to represent. So, blessed goddess stone, may you represent the divine feminine in its highest vibration. In the name of the Great Mother, divine goddess stone, I declare you consecrated. And it is done. Now for the godstone. Same thing, just a different chant. So, oh, you can't glass. So, wait, nope. Okay, same thing. In fact, actually, let me just draw it with a pencil because I really want to make it look nice. I really do not want to make it too big or too small. So, you know, I really want to get it like just right, or at least right enough for me to actually like it. Because if I don't like it, how do I know that they're gonna like it? You know what I mean? So I think that these are about the same, like size. That's the word that I was looking for. So let's go for it. In this case, instead of saying the goddess chant, we are going to be using a god chant, right? So I took this from a song called God Des Chant or Song, something like that, by, I forgot the name. Lemi. I forgot. I'm gonna put it somewhere here. Anyways, the chant basically goes like this, which by the way, I took out a name and I added like 2 more. So yeah, this basically says Odin, Cernunnos, Anubis, Osiris, Apollo, Shiva, and Hermes, right? So that's what we're going to be chanting while we are drawing the god symbol. So and it's done. So yeah, remember once again the chant: Isis, Astarte, Diana, Hecate, Demeter, Kali, Inanna, Odin, Cernunnos, Anubis, Osiris, Apollo, Shiva, Hermes. Hermes. So yes, now that we have that, in this case we are going to give it a purpose, or we're gonna be telling it basically what it represents, right? Blessed Godstone, may you represent the divine masculine in its highest vibration. In the name of the Great Father, divine Godstone, I declare you consecrated. And it is done. And essentially, that is how you make god and goddess stones. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Super simple, super easy. All you have to do, if you casted a circle, this is pretty much where you dismantle it, and it's pretty much done. Like, that's all you have to do. It's really easy, super simple, and actually pretty fun. And yes, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I can't think of anything more to say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you learned something new. I hope you guys liked the way that the ritual came out. Let me know about your experiences when you performed it. And yeah, if you guys liked it, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I shall see you guys later.
You made me feel so much better.